wait lang, wait lang. May tinitweak, may inaayos lang. Yan si Dimi. Narinig na ba ako? Alright, I think narinig na ako, ha? Robin. Oh, what the heck? What the heck? Parang ang lala. Ito, narinig na ako. Ano? Wait. The heck? Tang inang ano na yun? Hangin na yun? Bahala na kung anong hangin-hangin pa yun. Alright, so dito tayo last time ano, Welt, what's up, Welt? Right, ano tayo? Oo, ano, may lasing pala na bata. May lasing na bata pala dito.
Mr. Sunday. Hey there! Okay, see the moon in the sky? It's about the size of the cap on my Soul Glad bottle. If I just reached out my hand,
Hoy, lasing ka na.
I'd grab the moon, couldn't I?
The moon? You mean the Grand Theater?
Yeah. Look at me. I've been away from home for too long. I must be missing that moon. But it's no big deal. The Grand Theater here looks much better than the moon back home. It's just magnificent. They told me not to sell everything I had just to come to Penacony.
Oh my god.
How short-sighted.
Sobrang tanga mo.
Everything you had. Why would you go to such lengths?
Because they're dumb.
Can't you see? Life back home is miserable. It's not really living at all. It's better to be here at Penacony. No pain, no worries about tomorrow, just sweet dreams. You can do whatever you want. That's what I call living.
Not how you live, man.
This is the life.
Is this truly living?
Huh? What did you say, young lady? I didn't quite catch that.
Oh, it's nothing, sir. You see, the traffic on Glocks Avenue can be dangerous. How about I ask a Bloodhound family member to escort you to Ideen Park over there, so you can continue enjoying your sweet dream?
Oh, yeah, that's a great idea. Wow, no wonder you were the leader of this sweet dream. You're totally a lifesaver. See you around, Mr. Sunday, and it was nice chatting with you.
What? Di mo kilala si Robin? You don't know Robin? Or superstar? The heck?
What's up, sister?
This is the land of the dreams. But why do they live like this? The man we ran into, he doesn't seem happy at all.
Ano, Robin? Parang masaya siya eh.
Even though sweet dreams are nice, they're just illusions. But for him, they're the only way to survive, even if it means giving up on reality. That's not really living at all.
I suppose you have a point. But, in my opinion, that's how most people live their lives.
Why do you say that?
You think that man is not actually living, but that's not quite accurate. Even without Penacony, people create their own illusions called self-value. People believe they have a predetermined value to fulfill. Gaining value means gaining power, and those deemed worthless are seen as the weak. However, value doesn't come out of thin air, and there's a limit to it. To accumulate value, People have to take from others. So, the weak get exploited and oppressed.
Are you suggesting that this is not how things should be?
Exactly. But, ironically, people don't think there's anything wrong with it, because they uphold the illusory notion of self-value. And even the weak believe in it. The survival of the fittest. That's where all the tragedies in the world come from. People come to the sweet dream in Penacony to escape from that reality and find solace. No tragedies exist here, only happiness, although in its nascent form. Isn't that the same paradise we yearn for in our dreams?
Perhaps that man is just an exception. Let's not jump to conclusions. We should experience the dreamscape ourselves. Just as I did at Dreamflux Reef.
Yes. Seeing is believing.
Yes, he's leaving.
I'll accompany you. The Dream Master hasn't shown up yet, so we have some time for a stroll.
Alright, stroll para makita nyo na hindi actually perfect tong dreamscape na to. Well, nandun pa rin, oh. I guess di siya alis. Where are we going? Ba't ang daming bata? Wait lang, nagagalit ba si Robin pag nabangga siya? Wait lang, ano? Hello, ma'am. How are you
Nice to meet
feeling?
you again, Robin. How are the preparations for the Charmony Festival coming along? We're all so excited about it.
Yes, man, it's going to be the bomb.
It's going smoothly. Thanks for making the trip to join the festival.
You're too kind, Robin. It's a pleasure to have guests from all over the universe celebrating day and night. I can't stand being lonely or bored, so this jubilant dreamscape is perfect for me.
But if this went on forever, would it get boring too?
Nah, not at all. Who would get tired of having so much fun? Every day, you get to wear fancy clothes, explore all sorts of dream bubbles, indulge in delicious food without gaining weight, and you never get old or sick. As long as you can afford a room, this place is the ultimate paradise.
Wait, you never get old or sick? Hindi ba yung totoong katawan mo pwede rin tumanda? Or yung tubig na yun, kung saan hiniga nila, may special na ano?
But you know that only a few things can be brought back from the dreamscape to reality, right?
That's exactly
Yes,
why
the memory.
I don't plan on bringing anything back. Just enjoying the dream itself is good enough for me. I mean, I'm not one of those long-living species. I only have around 60 or 70 years in this lifetime, and there's so much to worry about. Being happy here is pure bliss. Only in this sweet dream can I truly feel like I'm in control of my life and fate. Who would want to go back to reality after experiencing this bliss?
I see.
No, di actually maganda
Genuinely
yun.
wish you all the happiness in the world.
And I wish you a fantastic performance, Robin! I'm off to the Blue Hour for the ball. See you later.
Seems like that guest's perspective didn't resonate with you either.
She had a valid point. And I could sense her genuine happiness. It's just that...
What you're trying to say is, she thinks she's in control of her life. But in reality, she's just escaping from reality and seeking solace in this sweet dream. Once she steps out of this sanctuary, everything will be lost.
Well, she did make mention of being able to afford a room. Didn't she?
However, the paradise in our dreams, it doesn't have to end.
No. And the paradise we yearn for shouldn't be just a fleeting dream either.
Alright, konting-konti yung nakita na hindi actually worth it na pumunta dito. Oh no! Aray. What's next? The grandma. Hey, grandpa.
The scenery in this dreamscape is truly breathtaking, isn't it?
Oh, Robin. Can't believe I'm meeting you in person here. What an honor. You're right. Even though time stands still in this dreamscape, it always feels fresh. I find something new every time.
A philosophical mind. I hope I'm not intruding.
Oh, not at all. With little time left, I yearn for meaningful conversations, especially with someone as esteemed as you. Do you mind if we chat?
It's my pleasure. No need to be formal. Just speak your mind. You said, with little time left. Please, forgive me for being blunt. But is that why you came to Penacony?
Yeah. I was part of a war, and while escaping from the Sikozian mothership, I got exposed to some radioactive materials. And then, all my comrades died, and my hometown was wiped out by neutron bombardments. I couldn't bear to live with everything I knew gone. That's when I heard about a possible solution here, so I came.
How heart-wrenching. I hope the family has been able to help you.
They have, and I'm truly grateful for that. They provided me with a comfortable room, the most advanced life support devices in the cosmos, and a stellar team of caregivers. My physical body is now in the dream pool, sustained by life support. The me you see here is whole, rational, and no different from any other person. But I can't say the same for the me in the hotel room. My true appearance. Huh?
Mas matanda pa.
I hope you never have to witness it, Robin.
So,
Wait, so di na siya,
you're
di,
living forever
kung
in
sobrang
this
tanda,
dreamscape.
kung sobrang tanda niya sa real world, may chance na patay na siya sa real world.
Just being able to live at all is good enough.
So, I guess, literal magsistay na siya dito buong buhay niya. Kung gusto niya, kung ayaw niya pa lumipas.
My world has been torn apart, and my life could end any second. So, even if this whole place is an illusion, it's still my paradise. And I'll treasure every moment I spend here. How I envy those everlasting things.
That old man's story. It's so tragic. Fortunately, this sweet dream gives him joyful memories to hold on to for the rest of his life.
That's precisely why this sweet dream in Penacony exists.
However, even this sweet dream has its limitations.
May nagabel.
While it provides solace to the disillusioned, it can't completely eliminate pain in reality.
There will be a way out. Penacony is already on the right track.
I don't know about that. Pero kasi Sunday parang ano. Meet the other Robin. Oh. What the fuck is this? Ano ka?
Look what we have here. A lovely young lady. Brother, what a surprise to see you again.
Show yourself. Your trick won't work on us.
I've heard that a skilled mass fool received an invitation too. That must be you, right? Did you enjoy yourself?
Barely. The people here are way too gullible. A little bait is all it takes for them to bite. And they run away at the slightest hint of danger. In other words, they're naive and cowardly.
Now that you've had your fill, it'd be wise to leave before it's too late. The music of the harmony doesn't tolerate discord.
What? Now that you have the real Robin, I'm useless? Oh, how disheartening. I've done so much for the family. You should be thanking me, because if it weren't for me cleaning up this mess, Penacony would still be in shambles. Don't you think?
That was a personal request from the head of the Iris family, and it has nothing to do with us. Step aside and stop causing trouble for the Charmony Festival.
The Charmony Festival? You think you can scare me? You think I've no idea what you're planning. I don't care what you're thinking, Chicken Wing Boy.
Chicken Wing Boy.
But I'm pretty sure our lovely Robin won't be appearing on stage. After all, you're well aware of what a sorry state this dreamscape is in under the banner of harmony. Penacony, the land of the dreams. Is this truly the paradise you desire?
Stop it.
What's the rush, Chicken Wing Boy? Did I get to you?
Our paradise is none of your concern, masked fool. Leave now, or the family won't tolerate you anymore.
All right. I'll go. But Robin, I suggest you seriously consider this. Do you really believe those living in dreams can escape pain and find true happiness? Well, I've done my part. And now I'm simply waiting for the fireworks to begin.
Oh my god, yung mga binigay niya sa mga tao.
For both of you. And don't lose them. If by some unfortunate chance the Charmony Festival starts against all odds, remember to use them during the show. And it'll be thrilling. Bang!
I heard a raven cawing in the distance.
Ah!
It seems the Dream Master will arrive soon.
Greet the Dream Master. Alright, we're about to meet him. Ah!
Let's wait here for the Dream Master to
I
arrive.
wonder what he looks like.
Okay. By the way, brother, I heard you no longer have a sweet tooth. Back when we were kids, you used to steal my desserts. Seems like a lot has changed during my absence. What exactly happened?
Well, someone has to stay awake even in this sweet dream.
But that someone doesn't have to be you, or anyone in particular. You're carrying too much on your shoulders, brother. The paradise in our dreams. It shouldn't be like this. Penacony is nothing more than a dream. It can't erase the worries and pain of reality, or bring true happiness. It only offers an escape from reality. Nothing more.
Remember the old man we met earlier? Without this dream, he might have completely lost himself.
That might be true, but even without Penacony, he could have chosen another path. As far as I know, the Intelligentsia Guild has been promoting their rehabilitation techniques for a long time now. That path may have been more ordinary and challenging, but now he is receiving hospice care in a comatose state, and his fate is sealed. Is Penacony granting these people a future? Or is it taking it away from them?
Well, don't forget this. Not everyone really has a future. The future for humanity is like the sky for birds. People mistakenly believe that flight is inherent to birds because they've never witnessed those birds crashing to their death. Do you remember how we took in that little Charmony dove when we were young?
Yeah. We took care of it. Provided food and water, groomed its feathers. And later, when I decided to leave Penacony, I opened the cage and set it free.
Well, I didn't mention what happened to it in my letters because I didn't want to upset you. Shortly after you left, it crashed to its death right in front of your window.
Oh.
I had surmised as much. I knew you wouldn't have avoided mentioning the bird for no reason. Despite that unfortunate outcome, I still believe it was the right decision. Birds aren't meant to spend their lives in cages. They belong in the sky, even if they can't fly.
But here's the thing. If there are birds in this world that can never fly, can we really assert that they belong in the sky?
Are you implying that the same goes for humans too?
Okay, naging konting sus.
Take the Astral Express as an
Tas konti si Sunday ah.
The Nameless made tremendous efforts to bridge worlds, gaining fame across the universe. However, Only a few extraordinary individuals can endure such a perilous journey. That's because the pursuit of the Trailblaze exceeds the capabilities of ordinary humans. Otherwise, why would this path be filled with broken rails, an abandoned express, and even a fallen eon?
That's just sophistry. If that were true, then only the powerful would have the right to determine the future.
Unfortunately, that's exactly what happens. Another name for the future is self-value. While this world has its fair share of heroes who inspire people and garner admiration for their heroic deeds, the majority of ordinary people will never become heroes in their lifetime. Some are born weak and vulnerable. Some find themselves trapped in unfortunate circumstances. Some fall victim to malice and cowardice. When it comes to survival, everyone is equal. And the weak can only watch as their value gets constantly diminished by external forces.
That's why we should care for the weak and support them as if their suffering were our own. That's what the Odes of Harmony have always taught us.
While the Harmony holds noble aspirations, the strong will always be strong, and the weak will always be weak. Even in this carefree dream. Human nature contains greatness, but it also harbors inherent weaknesses that can't be eradicated. In the end, if people can't even secure their own survival, they won't care about the illusory future of equality. As long as the law of survival of the fittest prevails, there will always be fledglings crashing to their death.
But if people don't live for the future, do they merely exist for survival? If even you, my brother, don't believe that the Harmony will save the weak, then which eon can make our dreams come true?
People often forget that when the first bird took flight, the entire world envisioned a future where no more fledglings would ever crash to their death.
Are you reading, sister? What are you reading?
Mr. Gopherwood gave me a picture book. It's about the story of the harmonic strings. If I could become a chord master, I'd like to summon Dominicus, the harmonious choir. I want to sing with everyone and spread our wishes so that all can feel happiness and joy.
I see. Then, I would summon the harmonious choir too.
Don't you have a wish of your own, brother?
Of course I do. It's just that it includes your wish and everyone else's. I long for a true paradise where everyone can find peace.
Then, let's build a stage there and invite everyone to our performance.
Guiltless girl. What does that mean?
Wishes come true through the power of the harmonious choir.
It's a deal then.
Yeah, it's a deal. But how can I become a chord master?
Maybe you'll have to become a star first.
Ngayon pa rin ng ring yung bell na yun, ah. Right, returning to the Trailblazers POV. You have the chance to make a choice that you know you won't regret. Wait, nasaan ba tayo last time? Ay, kasama pala natin si Gallagher, no? Yeah. I wonder, ano kaya nangyari kina Danghong? 8 system hours until Charmini Festival. 8 hours na lang.
Yes. And now, it's up to us to forge ahead.
Since he's already carried out his last wish, my final mission is complete, but pardon me if I sound curt. It's good to have determination. The path Mikhail left for you is not an easy one to tread. Why else would he have chosen to sleep in solitude, staking everything on some nameless in the future? But you have the numbers, and in numbers comes strength. So that might just delay your inevitable a little more.
Got any more encouraging words?
As I see it, relying on Welt's negotiations alone is far from enough. Regardless of whether the other party will be compliant, negotiating simply allows us to meet them as equals and won't grant us an upper hand. Penacony is our rival's home turf, and we already have very few chips left to play with. Rather than idly sit around while the family's got us blocked off, an offensive approach might be a wiser course of action. We're more familiar with the Stellaron's properties than most, and since it's the key to stabilizing the Sweet Dream, it's vital to the family's interests. By attacking their core interests, they're bound to retaliate hastily. And as the saying goes, haste makes waste.
That's right. As long as we pose a threat to the Stellaron, either
Yes.
with words or otherwise, we have a chance at gaining the upper hand. But the problem is, on the eve of the Charmony Festival opening, how exactly
Alright,
are we
mukhang
going
mas
to get close to the
energetic
theater?
na ngayon si Firefly.
Family security will
Di
be
kagaya
on
nung
tight.
last time.
And if we brute force it, even if we succeed, it's too risky. So, no one's gonna say anything? Then I'll raise my hand. I know the answer to this question.
Of course you do. I'll never doubt you for a second. Yeah, sarcasm.
The Express crew would have been disbanded long ago if it weren't for me. So, I heard that before the Charmony Festival begins, there'll be a pageant to kick off the festival. It's called the Soul Glad TM Festivity Auditions, or something. And it's going to be held in the moment of Scorch Sand. As long as we clinch the top spot, we'll be able to attain the title of
What?
Festive Superstar. And be able to personally bask in the graces of Miss Robin. Not that that's important.
Gusto ko lang
What's
manood eh.
crucial is that we can enter the Grand Theater before the audience arrives. So, how do we go about participating in these festivity auditions? I've already procured special invite tickets from Miss Robin's fan club. To tell you the truth, I had been preparing to join the auditions all along. But now it looks like even if I scrape through, I probably still won't have the chance to shake Miss Robin's hand.
Mama, kasama kayo kanina.
So they're still running this thing, huh? It was originally just a publicity stunt, set up by Mikhail to drum up attention. But it looks like it might be worth a shot.
We'll follow Marge's plan. Mr. Gallagher, will you be joining us?
I'm afraid I won't have the time. As a virtual character, I've already completed my final mission.
Fictional virtual
Whether
character.
Penacony can awaken from this dream is
Talaga.
all down to you.
Should we ever cross paths again? I'd love for you to visit the Express.
All right. I'll have to add to that data bank of yours you've got on the Express.
And Miss Firefly, we thank you for all your support. We're faced with a formidable enemy. As long as the Astral Express and Stellaron Hunter's objectives are aligned, we're willing to cooperate with you.
We've already come this far together. I'd like to join you for the rest of your journey on Penacony. I'm pleased that we can finally
Yes.
shoulder to shoulder. I couldn't ask for a better ending.
This is also the spirit of the Trailblaze. Now everyone, let's prepare to move out.
Right. Working together with Firefly. Oh my god. Wait, Charmony Festival. So technically, fashion, ano yun? Parang fashion model event. Wait, magiging model ako?
Ladies and gentlemen,
Oh my god, nasan tayo? Kirby!
Oh, wow, they've really outdone themselves.
My god.
Oh, I'm starting to get excited. Is he talking about us?
Oh.
Excuse me, you four. What are you hoping to get out of all this?
As the last group of contestants,
Uh,
how confident are you in overcoming all of the challenges?
Would you be open to a brief exclusive
Oh shit.
interview with us?
Anxiety.
It'll be quick.
Shit.
Your journey is long and fraught with peril, yet under a sky blanketed by banners, you vie for the crown.
The sword and rose! Protect the beauty! The beauty! Magnificent and majestic!
A knight's head is
Oh my god, anxiety. Di ko, ang daming tanong.
Motherland's focus is stubborn as a heel. We don't all have to be winners, but if we don't have fun, we'd all be sinners.
People are pouring in. Kinda feels like all sorts of baddies are showing up. Let's get in there quickly and enter the competition.
Ladies and gentlemen, please make way. Make way.
Mr. Aiden. Oh, Aiden.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm the director of Soulglad's factory, Aideen Lina. My four friends, introduce yourselves to the audience across the cosmos.
Hello, everybody. I'm Himiko, a nameless from the Astral Express, and these are my companions.
Don't you guys need to hide your identities?
Well, technically, alam nila kung nasan tayo.
Can't hide it anyways. Penacony is plastered with our posters. And because the Astral Express is so well known, the family won't dare to make any rash moves.
Yung magiging problema si Firefly. Hello everyone, Jason, she's Marcel. Hello everyone, the galactic baseballer. and she's say cheese. Really good idea to have a talent show in this pivotal moment of our story. Hello everyone, hello everyone. Siyempre,
Don't expose my net handle to everyone. Hello, everyone. I'm March 7th. I'm an ordinary girl who loves adventures.
oh my god.
Hello, everyone. I'm Firefly. I am also an ordinary girl who enjoys adventures.
So it's a bunch of nameless guests. This final face-off is bound to be spectacular. Time is precious. My four friends, come with me.
The heck? Oh my god. No. Wait, tumatawag si Welt. JC, do you have a moment I have a favor to ask? Let's hear it. Do you know how to change your profile? We try asking customer service. I can't find the customer service function either. What? Do you want to change your profile picture to Mr. Yang? Oh, what the heck? It's the early version of the animation. Oh, the of Harahato is coming up soon. Pero galing sa Honkai Impact. The heck? Kala ko part ng story, hindi pala. The heck? Oh my god. Daming tao. Right. Let's get out.
This is buzzing.
That's right. This venue is a miniature representation of past time known as the era filled with boundless
Oh
possibilities.
my god. Shut up.
Nameless, your arrival reminds me of the grand occasion when Penacony was first established. I was still a young, bright-eyed lad back then, lured here by the watchmaker's ads, full of zeal and ready to make my first fortune in life. Once, During a particularly grueling day, I passed out and was resuscitated by a drink from Mr. Sousa. That sweet taste has since been etched in my mind, and that was what drove me to create the Soul Glad that we all know and love today. The dream-chasing era was truly a wondrous time. Oh, I miss those days, and the watchmaker. Scorched Sand Hall is my homage to that time of boundless possibilities. I wholeheartedly hope you make it to the finish and emerge as the next superstars of Penacony. Now then, is there anything you'd like to say before the competition officially begins?
Nah, wait. What the fuck? Can we get a ball rolling already? I ain't got all day, capiche. Nah, we'd win. Nah.
That's the trailblazing spirit. How about you, Miss March?
How about you, Say Cheese?
Hello, everyone! Next up, get ready for the Mega March 7th adventure, where I'm going to break the speedrun world record!
Trailblazing into the uncharted and challenging the limits. That's Miss March 7th for you. How about Miss Firefly?
I hope that by the end of this journey, everyone will have achieved the outcome that they hoped for.
Ah, a wonderful wish. Miss Himiko,
Oh, isang team pala to.
expecting from your team.
Safety first, everyone.
Simple words, but full of warmth. Waiting for you are 3 stages, each connected to that era. The first 2 stages offer 2 distinct paths to choose from, with unique
Alright.
challenges on each route. And in the last stage, you will face off against a champion who has defended the title to this very day. A beloved contender whose noble virtues are unrivaled. Those are the rules. Simple. Everyone clear? Now, I hereby announce that the 33rd Scorched Sand Festival of the 20th season, sponsored by Soul Glad Enterprises, has started.
Alright.
Everyone, as the Charmony Festival is drawing closer, we must reach the end as quickly as possible.
Okay, kukunin ko si Firefly.
Safety. Splitting up into 2 groups is the best choice. March and I haven't known Miss Firefly for too long and aren't overly familiar with her. It'd probably be better if the 2 of you paired up.
Fine by me. Let's do it.
All right, I don't have a problem with that.
Enough chit chat, let's do it. Let's see what now. I get to pair up with Firefly and there's no catch. Oh, some of you have been about to ask me for my consent to this. Hey, what the?
We'll split into the assigned groups then. Let's not waste time.
Right, now it's Firefly. Buti naman. Hey, God. Marami palang, wait. Pinball ba to?
Welcome to the first stage of Soul Glad Enterprises' 33rd Scorched Sand Festival of the 20th season. Dream Play Fantasia! In this stage, you can choose between 2
The School of Acting or School of Action?
or School of Action. In the School of Acting challenge, you have to complete 3 performances from 3 scripts and move the panel judges. In the School of Action challenge, you have to defeat 3 groups of enemies convincingly and
Pili ko mas madali pa yung pangatlo, yung pangalawa.
now make your choice.
Pili ko mas madali pa yung dalawa. Pangalawa. Select Challenge Arena. Oh my God. Click the button on the tracks and select the challenge arena to go to. Right? The button. Action challenge. Acting. Tingnan natin yung action. Pili ko action. Parang mas madali pa. Face anchor.
On the stage, welcome to the arena of action stars.
Alright. Welcome to the arena of action.
Make your way to the stage and vanquish those malevolent scoundrels with
Oh, sorry.
Competitors, me introduce the rules of this challenge to you. There are a total of 3 stages up ahead, each with their own challenges. The enemies you will contend against are antagonists from the film Once Upon a Time in Dreams. Defeat them swiftly and decisively to set a new record. It's worth mentioning that the fastest time for this stage was achieved by a contestant with fiery red hair.
Fiery red hair.
He overcame all enemies across the 3 stages in only 5 minutes.
Time is of the essence. Let's make this quick.
Alright, wait, magta-transform ka ba kay Sam? Para mas madali. Alright. Pokemon battle, sorry.
Contestants, you are about to confront the monsters of the primordial dreamscape.
Ay, isang tama. Kung wala lang sa ng dialogue, isang tama lang kay Acheron eh.
The dreamscape was fraught with strife and disorder, with memory zone memes running rampant. As dream chasers who've come to Penacony, defeating them is your first step towards success.
The Soul Glad is ours! Don't even think about plundering the Soul Glad from us!
Oh, come on, kung wala lang sa ng dialogue, sandali lang to eh. Isang tama ka lang kay Acheron, patay ka na. Ay, matatagal lang ko ito kasi bago eh, yung ano.
Free will.
Still waters of oblivion. Gotta try hard. Watch this awesome move.
Ow. Para masandali lang, para sandali lang.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Enemy targets detected.
Die.
Destined for oblivion.
Para sandali lang, no? Kailangan agad makapag-burst ano.
Pretty simple. I just hope these tests don't take too long.
We hope so. Mag-transform ka na kasi kay Sam para mas madali. Para mas madali sa atin. Transform ka na sa Firefly. Please, sunugin mo na sila. My God.
Congratulations on becoming. Just as you're about to give up, a downpour sparks a business idea. You enter the umbrella business.
Is our opponent Soul Glad?
Because this is Soul Glad Enterprises' 33rd festivity auditions of the 20th season.
Isn't this just product placement?
Safeguard the integrity of Soul Glad. I will soar high into the sky and become its shiniest star.
Whoosh! Oh, shots.
This is where it ends. Still waters of oblivion.
Nice second, my friends. Indulge yourselves!
Thanks a lot. Enemy data secure. Net markers activate. Time for a good old counterattack.
I weep for the departed.
Sandali lang, sandali lang.
It too shall fall.
My turn. You. Try that again.
Destined for oblivion.
Oh shit, ba't ang sakit?
We have the upper hand. Tough luck running into me.
Still waters of oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. Again.
Ow.
Gotta try hard. Watch this awesome move. Commencing support. Enemy data secure. Net markers activate. Time for a good old counterattack.
Hindi ko mamatay si Payla. Pag di ko ito ginawa.
Indulge yourselves!
Thanks for the support. Try that again.
Sasakit ah.
The world kisses me with pain, and I provide with soul glad in return. Whoosh!
Right, next. Oh shit. Wait lang, para sure lang. Para sure lang kasi di actually ako wala pa ako masyadong tiwala sa mga characters ko. Wait lang. Wait lang. Tak.
Congratulations to our two
Dalawang dinosaur pa.
None will take my soul glad away. Oh, dinosaur! Grab a bottle of soul glad!
Oh my god, naasar na ako. Naasar na ako doon sa kanta nun.
This is where it ends. On the still waters of oblivion.
Oh shit.
Enemy targets detected.
Phew! Gotta try hard sometimes. Watch this awesome move.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Try that again.
Magising Gallagher.
Nice psychic, my friends. Indulge yourselves!
Told ya I could fight.
Destined for oblivion.
Enemy data signet markers activate. Time for a good old counterattack.
In the mood for another beating?
My turn. Here.
On the still waters of oblivion.
Go away.
That's all you got?
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Para sure lang, no?
The body withers, but the soul glad name shall not. You too.
That should do it. Okay. Let's go. Mr. Yang is waiting for us. Isn't this fight way off from the actual storyline?
Transforming into a dinosaur isn't imaginative enough for you? This is the sort of magic only seen on Penacony. Anyway, let's get back on track. Where were we? Oh, that's right. After an extended battle, you finally emerged victorious! But the companion who journeyed to Penacony with you chose to leave.
Huh?
Having lost all hope. In the years that followed, you encountered each other once more on the
Kapag ako, hiniwalay mo kay Firefly.
but dared not call out to one another. Perhaps akin to the lingering regret of every dream chaser. Well done! You brought to life the thrilling action scenes from Once Upon a Time in Dreams with your fighting skills.
Looks like we won.
Wait.
Let's hurry up and get to the next stage.
Oh, wait, chess. Wait lang, wait. May nakita akong chess. What is that? Wait. Ano pala yung binigay ko sa akin kanina? Ano na yun? Ito, when entering a battle, a random character will have a 100% base chance to become afflicted with outrage lasting for 2 turns. Kaya pala. Gallagher pa yung nawala.
Congrats to both of you for clearing the stage, but more importantly, are you having fun? Fun is more important than success. Look at the time. You finished much faster than that red-haired contestant did.
That red-haired contestant. Who is that exactly?
You'll find out eventually, but only if you clear the next test first. Welcome to the second stage of the 30th
So may dalawang stage to, no?
season, sponsored by Soul Glad Enterprises. Gunfire time! You have the option to choose Gunfire and undergo Brother Hanu's trial, or Time, where you'll face Clocky's trial. Now,
I think kay Clocky tayo.
choice.
Kay Clocky. We'll go for Clocky. Gunfire time, gunfire.
Dear friends, welcome to the wonderful world created by the Watchmaker. Awaiting you up ahead is the titular character from the beloved Clocky animation, Clocky!
Clocky!
Dreamed up the idea of Clocky when he was just a boy. Back then, he was merely an apprentice in a clock shop. And one night, he dreamt that all the broken clocks started sprouting arms and legs. Like a skilled pilot, he steered them towards the right path. As a classic figure who grew up with many, Clocky truly shaped a generation, solidifying the Watchmaker's pivotal role in popular culture. Contestants, may you have a wonderful time with Clocky.
The trial of time. I hope it won't waste too much of our time.
Kaya perfect, kaya na to. Kaya na to tapusin agad.
Stream forth, gleam of old worlds.
Am I just a failed experiment? Am I just a failed experiment? I'm just an expendable failure of a clock, aren't I? Play? So, I'm not just a failed clock, I'm also a failed dog. You guys are just like the other challengers. You want to enter my inner self? Then please be my guest. But you won't find anything worthwhile. I'm just a failed piece.
The heck? Oh.
I'm just empty inside.
Tick-tock! It's time for me to make an appearance!
Come here too.
Clocky? I can also see him. Is this character part of the show?
In Dreamville, Clocky is everywhere and can do anything! Like, right now, I could solve this problem with your big ticker pal, Tick-tock!
I can't believe it's actually Clocky! Why would you come and visit a failure of a clock like me for no reason?
You see, we're all clocks. We're family. I want to help you be happy! Tell your pal Clocky what's troubling you.
I came across a startling revelation yesterday. Apparently, Dreamscape Ticker isn't the same as Clocky at all. It's just a discarded prototype from Clocky's early development. Please, just leave me be, Clocky. I just don't know how to face you. Because I'm just a failure.
Oh dear. Seeing it like this is utterly heart-wrenching. But fear not. We're here to help it rediscover the missing parts of its inner self and guide it out of despair.
I guess even troop members can experience existential crises.
Don't worry, miss. I've already pinpointed its missing parts.
Alright, tatlo.
My friends, better use that hamster ball night speed.
Oh, so we have to like ano. Excuse me.
Stream forth the gleam of old blades.
This must be one of the missing parts that
Right.
Big Tigger need. We're here. There's a missing part on the opposite side. But how do we get over there?
I do not know.
There's also a dream side left here by a
Alam ko lang anong gagawin dito.
We're running out of time. We'll have to use it if necessary.
Move. Tama ba to?
Tick-tock! Do I hear...
Tweet! Help, help, help! Tweet! This man's body is boiling hot! Tweet! Is anyone there?
Tweet!
I can't take it anymore! Tweet!
Oh dear! It's an origami bird! What's it doing in Beyond Overcooked's tail?
Is that Cookie? Tweet! Please save me! Tweet! I'm being roasted alive! Tweet!
A roasted bird? Oh! This is horrible! Let's save it! Quickly!
This
Right.
is where it ends. On the still waters of oblivion.
Nice, like my friends. Indulge yourselves!
Enemy targets detected.
Tough luck!
Destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Come on, come on.
In the mood.
Commencing support.
My turn!
Free with on the still waters of oblivion.
Step.
We have the upper hand.
Another destiny for oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Do 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 do.
Thank you guys! Tweet! I feel I'm about 70% cooked!
Swerte ka, nagugutom na ako.
Thank goodness you're okay! But why did you burrow yourself into that fella's tail?
Because that fella stole one of Mr. Big Tigger's pots! Tweet! I wanted to help retrieve it, but I accidentally got myself stuck in the oven! Tweet! Go ahead and get it, but be careful! It's hot!
An inner self fragment belonging to the Sweet Dreams troupe? This is just too surreal.
Alright, how do we get there? How do we get there? Do 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 do. Ang angas talaga ng perspective na ito.
Stream forth the gleam of old blades.
We've gathered all the missing parts. Let's hurry back. We don't want to keep Big Ticker waiting.
I'm going, skip ko muna yung mga puzzle dito. Try natin muna bumalik. Okay, isang ulit na naman to. Okay. Tayo naghirap. Like, may teleport pala.
We're back! As long as you have these, you'll be able to find closure. Tick-tock!
Wow! This sudden surge of dawn!
It's working! Tick-tock! Next, we just need to enter its emoscape, help connect its pathways, and we're done!
Oh, yun. Maayos na siya. Oh. Alam ko dito eh.
Oh, dear! What's going on in here? Your inner self is a mess!
I'm not qualified to be the real Clocky. Just give up, Clocky.
No! This is unacceptable!
No!
You have to face your fears! Success!
Wait.
Oh, thank you, Clocky. If not for you, I'd never be able to connect with people like this.
Hell yeah.
Find myself again.
No problem at all. As the guardian of Dreamville, it's what I'm here for. Tick-tock!
Oh, my friends, you still have other important things to do, right? Go forth, my friends. When the moment comes, all the Dream Tickers and I will cheer for you.
Alright, tapos natin yung second stage.
Victory's in sight.
Let's go.
Let's head to the final stage.
Stream 4. Gleam of old blades.
Okay, collect. Alright.
Congratulations to both of you! Oh, you've overcome all obstacles and proven yourselves. But, unfortunately, there is only one who can be Penacony's festive superstar. In the final stage, you will face the defending champion. If you fail, you will lose the opportunity to become the festive superstar. Welcome to the 33rd Scorched Sand Festival's third stage in the 20th season, sponsored by Soul Glad Enterprises Superstar Showdown.
Eh, sino kaya yun? Pero ko may naisip na ako pero I wonder kung character na kilala natin yung champion na yun. Go down. Shit. Sino dun? I guess Arena 1. I wonder. Who is it? Sino kaya? Still lagging konti. Oh shit, I'm still lagging. Si Argent ba yan? The heck?
No way. I think I just saw someone. Someone extraordinary.
Okay. Why are you here? The heck? Anong ginagawa mo dito? Please wait, handsome gentleman. Beautiful miss. Okay, walang dialogue, ba't kaya? I have some stranger people bring souls to my scorched earth.
Are you a knight of beauty?
Aww. Did you participate in the Charmony Festival as well? Upon hearing of the impending festivity, I commanded the one and only to bring me the Penacony with full haste. And because I'm guarded with the beauty, discord of prevailed, thus my passion was delayed by tending to be sick and injured. Wait, is it wala siyang dialogue? Wala siyang voice act, bakit? All the here to reveal the harm in the conscious of other splendid beings. Is this the beauty? It's dazzling. It deserves our praise. Fortunately, that dashing IPC ambassador's radiance matched that of a beautiful peacock. So, you know, si, ano? But let's get back to business. Since Faith Brothers together, to reason we both seek the accolade of the audition's victor, correct? Once mistaken for a time, silver our fugitive with the fiery red flames. Ah, kasama ko ngayon. Right. Kindly grant me passage the crown of victory and recognize that Idre the beauty is the most purest beauty of them all. Eh, kakalabanan natin si Argentina naman. At alam ko kung paano siya lumaban eh.
Gotta try hard to watch this awesome move.
This is where it is. Still waters of oblivion.
I'm in a hurry, Argentina.
Enemy data signet markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Told you I could fight.
Pledge on loyalty. Put forth all your might like a confidence.
Destined for oblivion.
Confess. It's nothing.
Another journey.
Try hard. Watch this awesome move.
Still waters of oblivion.
The flesh. Behold this symbol of pure.
Enemy data signet markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
I weep.
Do, 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 do.
It too shall fall. That's half the work. Destined for oblivion.
Bear witness. You're fighting a gentleman. Step up. Nice second, my friends. Indulge yourselves.
Free from still waters of oblivion.
Commencing support. Here.
Oh shit, damage boost, hayop.
Pledge thy loyalty. Rise to put forth all your might.
You can't run. Gotta try hard. Watch this awesome move.
The flesh.
Enemy targets detected. Enemy data signet markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Familiar. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Told you I could fight.
Hindi actually pwede mamatay si Gallagher, wala tayong healer, hayop.
Another journey begins.
Try that again.
Rise to put forth all your might.
You can't run.
Behold this symbol of pure. Let the duel commence. Nice second, my friends. Indulge yourself!
Rise to the challenge.
Predestined for oblivion.
Commencing support.
Rise to
Enemy
the
data
challenge.
net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Confess.
How familiar.
Try that again.
That's
Wanna
half
try
the
hard?
work.
Watch this awesome move.
Still waters of oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Okay, that's done. That's done, di ba? I yield. Whee! Oh, sana pag tinulungan ako ni Farfay. Ay, wala siyang voice act o nag-glitch lang.
We don't have much time. May fate allow us to meet again, Knight of Beauty. In that case, let's make our way to the end.
Let's go.
Penacony's really thronging with talent. I hope we make it in time.
Is last na to, di ba? Last third, tapos natin yung third stage. Ano kaya nangyari kina March ngayon? Right, we're here. Galactic Baseballer. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Alright. Interview tayo.
Congratulations to the both of you on becoming the festive superstars of this year's Charmony Festival. Before entering the Grand Theater, I, on behalf of the organizers, extend my sincere
Sunday.
congratulations to you, wishing you joy under their radiance.
What are you doing here?
As previously promised, my sister, Mr. Yang, and I have met with the Dream Master. We delved into the truth about Penacony and its Stellaron, and have come to a consensus. Both I and the Oak family
Shit.
cannot acquiesce to your request.
Just as expected.
We acknowledge the perspective of you, Nameless. Penacony does require change, but not as you propose. The planet of festivities cannot and will not
Tawagin si Argente para tumulong.
characterized by chaos, disorder, or anarchy. Through your journey of overcoming obstacles, you must have glimpsed the essence of that era. The vulnerable ruthlessly eliminated, equality non-existent, common folk living precarious lives, eking out a dreary existence. Ultimately, only heroes like yourselves manage to achieve success. But I would dare ask, if you did not possess the special status of having a Stellaron, and you were but an anonymous and frail member among the masses, which Penacony would you prefer? A dystopia for the survival of the fittest? Or a sweet dream paradise?
Actually, gonna go Sweet Dream Paradise kung alam mo. Nothing wrong, alright, di ba? Wrong.
That's not the point! Don't let him mislead you!
Mr. Sunday, even if the members of the Oak family can't fully agree on what to do about the Stellaron, now's not exactly the time to be holding an extensive
Ba't ako inaaway?
past and future, is it? The Stellaron issue concerns the life and death of everyone on Penacony. If anyone has a better suggestion, the crew is more than willing to listen. Also, it'd be best to tell us the ins and outs of that meeting. This way, we'll at least know what Welt and Miss Robin are dealing with, and the reason why they failed to make our appointment.
Ah, Navigator. That is precisely my intention. With all present, let's begin by discussing the details of that meeting. Let's talk about our tribulations and choices, our ideals and beliefs, and our final course of action. The only path to take.
Oh shit. Alam ko may boss fight eh. Kay ano. Sobrang sas ni Sunday kanina kay Robin eh. Hindi actually siya talaga pumayag. The heck? Tawakin si Argenti, bata piling ko may kakalabanin natin siya. Si Argenti ba talaga yun? Or paniginip lang? Hindi ko na talaga alam kung ano yung totoo dito. A while ago. Oh, a while ago.
You mean to say that for the longest time, there have been scoundrels who would use the Charmity Festival that I have bequeathed to the masses as a tool to realize their ambition?
Indeed, Dream Master. Once the Charmony Festival begins, the Stellaron's powers, along with the song, will be broadcast across the entire planet of Penacony. And then everyone in their dreams will be unable to awaken.
This is indeed surprising to me. The dreamscape is maintained by the collective effort of the 5 families. If someone were to use the Charmony Festival to recklessly disseminate the power of the Stellaron, this individual must hold a position of great authority. Do you have any suspects?
I'd like to ask, did you really not know of the Stellaron's existence?
I would have never thought that this nameless would point the spear at me. Quite astonishing.
Ay, di lang yan. Di yan ordinary na nameless, si Welt.
If I have offended, the Astral Express extends its sincere apologies. But the current circumstances are dire and leave no room for meticulous inquiry. We're doing this out of concern for the Dreamscape's safety. So, if you could, please alleviate our concerns.
Dream Master, it's just to prove that the Charmony Festival has nothing to do with the Stellaron. If we're being overly cautious, I will return to the stage to offer tribute in song, just per the arrangement.
Sunday, Robin, I've watched you two grow up and know your dispositions like the back of my hand. Both of you, right now, can surely be lauded as their most devout advocates. I already know your resolve. The magnitude of this matter is enormous and cannot be taken lightly. Since Mr. Yang has asked with such earnestness, I will personally respond in kind. If there is a need, the entire Oak family will be mobilized to heed your call. Someday, might I ask you to beseech them to cast their light unto me, and question me in their stead, so that no lies may be concealed?
I will do as you command.
Robin, could I entrust you to be present as a witness, to document the truth, and to proclaim my innocence, so that all slander may be utterly dispelled?
I will do as you command.
May thy will be carried out on earth, just as it is in the heaven.
Oh, triple-faced soul, please sear his tongue and palms with a hot iron, so that he will not be able to
Si Welt ba yung pinag-uusapan nyo?
false vows.
Let us begin. There is nothing else to prepare.
Understood. question. Have you devoted your life to your god, never worshipping other gods?
Naturally.
Do you love your god as you do yourself, always heeding their admonishments?
Naturally.
Have you strayed
Naturally.
from the path expected by your god, betraying their name?
Never.
Have you ever been inordinate with your asks of your god, coveting more than the foundation of the creation itself?
Never.
Then, a final question. Do you swear to fulfill all vows, past, present, and future?
With the Eon as my witness, if I do not deliver on my words, or if I renege on my vows, may I be cursed in accordance with divine law.
They have seen your faith, and have endorsed your faith. With this, it can be evidenced...
Just a moment.
What is it, Mr. Yang?
I have another question I hope to have answered. To my understanding, the family's harmony and prosperity have never relied on so-called divine laws. The god you both mentioned, are they truly Shipe?
Mr. Yang should know that those belonging to the family toil together as if they were kin, embracing solidarity and unity under their light. All duplicity is laid bare before the harmony. Such a delicate and complex symphony. Which other god could perfectly harmonize this, if not for the Great One? Shipe.
Perfectly harmonize. Therein lies the problem. It isn't an outsider lurking in the shadows who changed the harmony, but a dissonance that has surreptitiously emerged from within this very symphony itself. In the distant past, there existed an Eon. With one flick of the wrist, they crafted the laws of the cosmos. Their followers formed the Beyond the Sky Choir, spreading solemn and reverent hymns throughout the universe. Later, they fell. The route traversed by this Eon clashed with the harmony, ultimately being absorbed and fused into it. The chorus that once reverberated across worlds fell silent, and when it echoed anew, it was transformed into the hymn of harmony. Though an Eon may perish, paths with no masters still linger. In the all-forgiving harmony, echoes of bygone dissonance may subtly arise.
Mr. Yang, being overly astute can be a detriment. Especially when you find yourself alone and without allies.
So this is how it is.
For the sake of our grand cause Sunday, please afford these two an opportunity to rest.
What?
Heck.
Sorry, Robin. It's just you. I did not wish for you to know this. It's a pity that things have turned out this way.
So, this is the true reason I can't sing? The shadow that envelops Penacony is actually...
We were never children of the harmony. Our ideal paradise could not have been crafted by Shipe. True bliss can only be guaranteed
Ang sakit talaga sa mata nito.
sends the many. Within the foundation of law, humanity establishes civilization, and through harmony, we obtain order.
All Sunday's fault. All your fault. Pala. Of course, yung magiging trader, yung magiging literal kapatid mo.
Unbelievable. To think that there would be remnants of the Order on Penacony.
What have you done with Mr. Yang and Miss Robin?
Don't worry. I just gave them some time alone to ponder their fates.
You should know that these actions make you an enemy of the Astral Express.
Should we need to stand against the Nameless, it would only be myself and the Oak family involved. But we haven't reached that point yet, have we? Your efforts for the justice of Penacony are evident to everyone, and have been widely observed.
Want us to talk terms with us? Give Mr. Yang back to us now.
Smart kid. You're just as sharp as the other one.
If it is the Order that drove you to imprison Welt and Robin, and you're using them to coerce our compliance, then there'll be no point in entertaining any type of discussion.
You're mistaken, Miss Himiko. They are in very safe hands, and just as the family has always proclaimed, no one can be harmed in the dreamscape, least of all in the beautiful new world belonging to the Order. Penacony and the entire universe have witnessed far too much innocent bloodshed. The strong wield their blades against the weak, and the victors push the vanquished to the brink of life. Natural selection. The world abides by this principle, establishing the well-being of humanity atop the corpses of the downtrodden. Only we, or rather, I, possess the power to put an end to this farce.
So you've decided to resurrect a dead Eon? No one's ever done such a thing.
If Miss Himiko is interested, let's draw back the veil and speak candidly. I've always firmly believed that people can understand one another through peaceful means. I'm willing to divulge the unembellished truth as to the intentions of the Order's Pathstriders, so that you will make better judgment for the Astral Express, for Penacony, and for this stretch of the universe. Words can hardly do justice to the beauty of that ideal. So, come with me, everyone. Let us retrace our steps and see once again where this road leads.
Huh?
The heck?
Where'd he go?
Welcome. This isn't any location in Penacony's dreamscape. It's my inner world. The reason the scenery before you remains unchanged is because your consciousness has drawn on similar concepts to fill in the gaps.
What's in their right mind will expose their inner self like this?
Did you do the same to Welt?
It's a tuning process, stronger in effect and more draining on the mind. The gray-haired guest has experienced it.
Gray hair.
So he should
Hindi na you, hindi na trailblazer. Gray hair.
Tuning allows you to intuitively grasp my feelings, which also means that I cannot hide anything from you. Now, everyone, please look at the huge screen. The road we once took begins here. From this point on, you will witness the numerous decisions I've faced. I've selected a portion of these to share with you. I believe after going through similar predicaments, you'll be able to better understand my thoughts. Let's begin. The first decision. A story about a baby bird. This story happened when Robin and I were very young. We were victims of the Stellaron disaster, and the family's Mr. Gopher Wood, who would later become the Dream Master of Penacony, saw that we siblings had no one to turn to and took us in later on. Robin and I lived a time with nary a care in the world. One day, after dinner, while my younger sister and I were lounging about in Mr. Gopher Wood's yard, we spotted a fledgling Charmony dove all on its own. That baby bird was tiny. It didn't even have all of its feathers, and it couldn't sing. When we found it, it was already on its last breath, having fallen into a shrub. Probably abandoned by its parent, we decided to build a nest for it right there and then. However, thinking back, that winter was unusually cold, with fierce winds at night in the yard. Not to mention the many poisonous bugs and wild beasts in the vicinity. It was clear that if we left the fledgling in the yard, it stood no chance of surviving until spring. So, I suggested we take it inside, place it on the shelf by the window, and asked the adults to fashion a cage for it. We decided that when it regained its strength enough to spread its wings, we would release it back into the wild.
Oh, di ba actually namatay pa rin.
Something that we'd never considered was that this bird's fate had already been determined long before this moment. Its destiny was determined by our momentary whim. Now, I pass the power of choice to you all. Faced with this situation, what choice would you make? Stick to the original plan and build a nest with soft net where the Charmony dove fell, or build a cage for it and feed it, giving it the utmost care from within the warmth of a home. I eagerly await your answer.
Shit. Wait lang, may gusto na ako palta na. Feeling ko magkakaroon ng time na kakalabanin ko si Sunday at nakita ko na yung boss sa trailer ng live stream ng Honkai Kailangan ko si ako na mag-break damage. On the spot. Talk with the others and see what they think.
It looks like he really has no intention of imprisoning us. If it's just a quiz, I suppose it's fine to humor him. Back to the question. I would personally choose to build the little Charmony dove a cage. No special reason. I do think that a fledgling should have the right to fly into the sky. But if it can't even live to that point, then there's nothing to talk about to begin with.
Yun naman din yung pipiliin ko actually. So, wala na. Di ko na kailangan tanungin sila Firefly or si March. Pero hindi actually pipiliin ko eh. So, yeah.
I'm happy to see that you made a choice similar to ours. If your mind is made up, let me reveal the outcome of this choice. We passionately nursed it back to health, preparing only the best food for it every day. We even preened its feathers. Later, on the day that Robin left Penacony, we opened the cage door and let it fly back into the sky. I watched it for a long while by the window, probably about 3 or so days. In those 3 long days, the little Charmony dove tried again and again to spread its wings to fly into the sky, but fell to the ground, only to keep trying. Finally, on the 137th attempt, it succeeded. But its attempt did not go perfectly. After flying unsteadily for a while, it fell to the ground. Unable to grasp the direction of the air currents, the fall shattered its wings. It writhed helplessly in my embrace. But it was all for naught, finally succumbing to a painful demise. And in that instant, our tender care, our given love and hopes, they all became the inevitable push that sent it to its death. I deeply regret the choices we made. Next, let us head to the second decision. This time, it's the story of a dream chaser. This story happened when I was appointed as Bronze Melodia, a position exclusive to the Oak family, charged with listening to the problems and vexations of Dreamscape residents and providing them with the relevant guidance. It was during that period that I had the opportunity to hear voices from all corners of the Dreamscape. Joy, sorrow, arrogance, regret. The complex tapestry of human nature that formed the world. And I was fortunate to catch a glimpse of it. He was a dream chaser and an illegal stowaway. Just like the rest of them, he came to Penacony in search of a better life. Except that, to most people, the price he paid, I suppose you could say it was everything. He told me I sold everything I could at home. The house, the land, even his 2 children. He said he could not afford to raise them, and that at least they could eat if they lived as slaves. He had a plan in place. He would buy back his children once he had made his fortune, and enjoy Penacony's beautiful dream with them. Alas, his plan to smuggle himself was somewhat clumsy, and he was sniffed out by those pig-headed hounds. After hearing the Dream Chaser's story, I immediately appealed to the Bloodhound family to cease their pursuit. That way, at least he could live peacefully. But I was still too naive to the ways of the world. I did not anticipate that what I thought was a kind gesture would later lead to dire consequences. I'll tell you the outcome soon. For now, I'd like you all to make a choice. Will you do as I did and try to convince the Bloodhound family to stop their pursuit so that the Dream Chaser may live peacefully and realize his wishes? Or will you remain silent, leaving him to languish while the hounds are hot on his heels until his inevitable judgment arrives? I look forward to everyone's decisions. Who knows? Perhaps they might even alter the outcome of this tragedy.
Oh, there's no right or wrong, pero I think ay yung pinaka-cliche pa rin. Pinaka-cliche pa rin.
I'm honored to witness you arriving at the same decision. Out of respect, I'll share with you the dire consequences that my choice back then brought about. First, the outcome. He attained major success. After avoiding capture, he ran a business for a few years, very quickly making a name for himself, elevating his status. He might not have become a tycoon like old Audie, but he was considered a character of excellent repute. Now then, did he realize the wish he set out to achieve? No. The last time I saw him was in the real world, where the hounds were going to permanently exile him, and I was the accompanying Bronze Melodia. The mission was simple. Listen to the criminal's repentance. He told me the reason he was in this predicament was because he conspired to usurp the head of the Alfalfa family. When I asked him about his 2 children, he instead responded with a question. What children?
Oh.
In the end, my heart aligned with the harmony, and the good deed I dared to undertake held no value.
Naloko ka.
Into a wrongdoing.
The heck?
It created a lamentable oppressor and countless oppressed individuals. As to your choice, I once again offer my heartfelt apologies. Next comes the third and final decision, and the story this time is my own. This story happened the day I was appointed the Oak family head. At that time, Mr. Gopherwood was the current Dream Master, and as per his wish, we had a private conversation. What surprised me was that the Dream Master had only come to deliver a letter to me. He let me read its contents, and it was a letter from my sister.
Sorry.
The letter contained the usual pleasantries, anecdotes from her travels. Nothing out of the ordinary. Just as I started wondering how this letter related to our discussion, the Dream Master began to speak.
Do you know who wrote this letter?
My sister, of course. But why would you personally visit me to hand me a letter from my sister containing mere trivialities?
To help you grasp the full scope of this issue. Do you know where Robin is at
this moment.
From what the letter indicates, she must be in Caspelina 8, correct? She's touring there right now.
Correct. Has she mentioned anything about a stray bullet?
A stray bullet? What?
A war has broken out on that planet. It is because of this very reason that Robin chose this destination. To spread the word of the Harmony. And to save the lives of that planet. She personally made for the front lines. She hoped to ease the people's suffering.
Wait, front lines.
And was willing to brave mortal danger to deliver the IPC's medical supplies. Unfortunately, stray bullets show no such compassion.
Is she alright?
If the operation was successful, she should probably be recovering in the field hospital. By the eon above, the bullet struck her neck directly, yet possibly as a reward for her consistent deeds of harmony. It didn't hit any vital arteries. Once you've attended to your outstanding tasks, it'd be advisable to write her back as soon as possible.
Those damned savages! I'll pack my bags right away. My gratitude for bringing this to my attention, Mr. Gopherwood. Now you understand why she always wears such elaborate neck ornaments.
Oh.
How could this happen? Miss Robin.
It's all in the past, so please don't worry. I share this in the meager hope that you will understand the Harmony's limitations and predicament.
Wait, kala ko design lang yun sa outfit niya.
The strong defending the weak sounds many times. It is nothing more than wishful thinking. Likewise, I've prepared one last question, one last choice. But rest assured, this choice will not have any grave consequences, because this is merely a figment of imagination, a nightmare that has haunted me through countless nights. If you ever had the opportunity to make a choice like I did, would you still support Robin's journey on the path of harmony?
Alright, stop Robin from going on her journey or support Robin to go on her journey. No. Wala na. Natamaan na nga siya eh. Wag na. No. Error.
I see. I am now aware of everyone's stances. Raising these questions merely serves to illustrate one point. The plight of Penacony cannot be salvaged by the Harmony. The true foundation for a sweet dream paradise can only be established through the Order, where the strong govern the weak. I know the suffering of being tormented, the turmoil of losing your way, how sorrow and even despair set in when matters don't work out. All of this causes me unending pain, because this is not what happiness is at all. We must teach the weak how to live a happy life. And this life isn't some noble propriety that the upper crust preaches, but in definitive terms, a way of survival that belongs to everyone.
So what is your definition of living a happy life?
Good question. Human consciousness is fundamentally an illusion, a cage known as self-worth. People lured in by this illusion make mistakes, yet still ask that external influences bear the burden. When one mistake after the next permeates the masses, they become impossible to trace. Thus, the amassing of these individual cages culminate to form a prison, a place dictated only by the rule of survival of the fittest. Nature is always accompanied by predation and sacrifice. Its antithesis is known as order. That is what I want to do. Unite people's happiness under the banner of order. They won't need to make bitter choices any longer, nor face the weaknesses of humanity. They can cast aside their primal instincts to build a haven for mankind. Simply describing thoughts is far too abstract, so allow me to provide a simple example. As you all may know, there are societal norms like weekends and long weekends that exist on some worlds. During these hard-earned rest days, people are given the chance to extricate themselves from the stresses of everyday life, allowing a certain tranquility to return to their souls. And it is only on these days that people do not have to adhere to the law where the strong prey on the weak. They can live out their lives happily during these brief intermissions. It's just a pity that 2 or 3 days are still too fleeting compared to the span of a lifetime. From where I stand, society's ideal system should be 7 rest days. Following Sunday, there should ensue a second, a third, and indeed an infinite procession of Sundays.
Wow, angas na ang ganda nun, ah. Rest day lagi, araw-araw.
Idyllic, eternal, peaceful days. And thus, every person can return to their base selves in this utopia. Some gaze in reverence at the stars, pouring their whole beings into calculating the distance between us and the isolated world of Pagana. Meanwhile, some seek refuge in quiet corners, holding one another, unencumbered by the chains of unwelcome obligations. There would be no need to bear the hardships of reality. Only in this way can humanity face the inevitable end with the purest of spirit, living a life of dignity. This is what it is to live in bliss. Miss Firefly, you who are stricken with entropy loss syndrome, you of all would surely understand this.
It sounds like a flawless theory.
But what is the price to attain all this?
The cost is minute, merely a personal and eternal sacrifice. If this paradise is to be maintained for everyone, someone must remain trapped in solitary awakening until the end of the cosmos.
Awakening. Which means that this so-called paradise is still a dream. Stepping into this paradise means forsaking reality, correct?
You have to die? Wait, kailangan mo mamatay?
It is not forsaking, but transcending. Flesh, blood, sorrow, weakness. If the physical is the root of spiritual suffering, it is only logical that we defeat it.
But in this supposed bliss, people won't have defeated their demons. The chance to overcome their tribulations would be forever lost to them. In other words, it is an escape.
That's another way of understanding it. But there is no shame in escape. On the contrary, the seeds of escape exist in everyone's hearts. Don't you agree, Miss Firefly? And as to why we sleep, it is because we are afraid to awaken from our dreams. But this is not in conflict with the grand plan. Only in acknowledging this can we truly understand the frailty of human nature, and from there, show compassion and protection.
I admit that you are a born leader. Your perspective on humanity brims with pessimism. Yet you express compassion for all. Even when your heart pities them. But unlike you, I live for the self. From my perspective, individuals making choices for themselves is their birthright. The want to escape may be innate in the weak. But whether they are weak or not, it is not up to another to decide. Perhaps in your mind, you also view me as weak? Because I don't think so.
Since Miss Firefly has said her piece, the Astral Express will also naturally give you our answer. We'll leave it to you.
What?
Just as Mr. McHale instructed before. Tell him our choice.
Kala ko nung sinabi ni Firefly na di siya weak. Kala ko magta-transform siya kay Sam. Kala ko na. Ano kaya nangyari kay Welt? Not long ago.
What is this place?
Does this place ring any bells, Misha?
I don't know. But I feel a sense of deja vu. What is this place?
It's the realm within a dream bubble. This was left to the Astral Express by a nameless, but weirdly, when we entered it, it was completely empty. Dr. Edward from the Dreamscape sales store told me that dreams are formed from memories, and a dream bubble can't take shape if its core is empty. So I thought you might be able to help us in unraveling this mystery, Misha. As a hotel doorman, you know Penacony best among us.
I don't know much about dream bubbles, but if you want to figure out what this mansion is, I'll do my best.
I'm counting on you then.
Himeko, I still don't get it. Why were you so sure that Misha had a connection with this dream bubble?
I wasn't sure. It was just a hunch. But since Misha feels familiar with this place, my hunch might be correct.
This looks a bit familiar.
Exactly. This is where you and
Yes.
Firefly encountered death, which we now know as dormancy. Considering its connection to Dreamflux Reef, it's not surprising it appeared here. The question now is, who brought you here? Based on the clues we have so far, it's unlikely to be that masked fool. So identifying them is crucial to us. We're drawing closer to the truth once more. Let's give Misha some time, as I believe he'll unveil the secret of this dream bubble.
All right, but there are doors all over the place. Which one should we choose?
I guess maybe this way?
Right. Wala na lang natin.
I'm not entirely sure, but let's give it a try.
Wait, you managed to choose the right door on your...
Well, bellboy.
This place is quite different from the hotel. But I feel like I've been here before, and even lived here for a while. If I remember correctly, there should be a fireplace down that hallway. Clocky and I used to sit by the fire, listening to the crackling of firewood. And the room on the other side was the toy room. I loved spreading out all the toys from the box on the floor and making up stories for each of them. Hold on. This doesn't make sense. Didn't I grow up in Dreamflux Reef? So, what is this place?
This could be a case of amnesia. Don't worry, Misha. It's common for everyone to forget certain aspects of the past. Those memories haven't vanished. They're just lying in the depths of your mind. We can surely get them back. Since this place seems familiar to you, why don't we explore a few more rooms and see if you can recall anything more?
Yeah, then let's check out the rooms I just mentioned.
Alright, let's try the firewood.
Mikhail, that's the name. Now we all know him as the Watchmaker. So, who is he talking to? Do you know anything about it, Misha?
I'm sorry. I don't know much about the Watchmaker. But Mikhail...
Anything special about that name?
Mikhail is Grandpa's name.
Grandpa? Do you mean you're the Watchmaker's grandson?
But we haven't heard anything about the Watchmaker having descendants. And the name Mikhail is not rare. Perhaps it's merely a coincidence. Could you tell us more about your grandpa, Mikhail?
Yeah, sure. He was a seafarer who fearlessly ventured into mysterious seas and storms. He was always on the sea and had lots of friends who accompanied him on his travels. He didn't want me to call him Grandpa because that would make him sound old. He believed he was still young. The name Mikhail was given to him by his parents, Mihaly and Elise, both renowned seafarers. Every time he came back, he'd share his logbook with me and tell me about his adventures at sea. I want to become a great adventurer, just like him.
It appears that the seafarer has nothing to do with the Watchmaker. So, perhaps it's just a coincidence? So, where is your grandpa now?
He went off on a new journey. And it's been quite a while since I last saw him. So, where has
You need to keep yourself safe too. The heck?
Did he leave to protect Dreamville?
Right, we're getting there. Oh my god, natakot na ako.
I heard some noises from the room. Origami Bird? That's a friend of mine.
You and Origami Bird are friends?
Yeah. It's a member of the Compass crew, just like Clocky and Miss Mirror. And there's more than just one Origami Bird. They are a big family with lots of brothers and sisters who look the same. They follow Miss Mirror's orders and handle all sorts of jobs on the ship. They're the best sailors.
Sailors? Can Origami Birds be sailors?
Could you tell us more about the compass, Misha?
The Compass is a ship bound for the New World. Clocky and his partners travel through layers of fog to the depths of the sea. Whenever there is danger, Clocky will use a compass and guide the ship in the right direction.
That's a great story. But in the Penacony cartoon, Clocky and his partners have always lived in Dreamville and never ventured out, right?
Huh? Oh, that does seem to be the case. Weird. I clearly remember Clocky arrived in the New World in the end.
Perhaps Clocky has a hidden past.
I think I hear the
This is an
sound of
origami bear
water.
made for you. I will protect you from harm.
Once mentioned there's a magnificent fountain up ahead.
Ah, okay.
Look, there it is!
The water resembles a precious jewel, embedded in the dreams of all seafarers. Every time I gaze at the shimmering lights beneath the waves, it feels as though I'm back in this place, standing by your side.
Have you recalled anything, Misha?
Yeah, I saw these sentences in Grandpa's logbook. He used to say that despite the perils of the sea, whenever he stood on the deck in the afternoon, overlooking the sparkling waves, he would think of this fountain in front of his house. He often said that those moments felt like returning to his family's side, and the difficulties at sea didn't seem quite as challenging.
You know, I quite understand such sentiments.
That's sire, you start getting gray hair. We're becoming old.
Hey, don't tease! I was just being a bit sentimental.
Perhaps every adventurer far from home carries a fountain within their soul. Even though the other side of the sea remains shrouded in the unknown, the fountain in front of his house serves as a compass, leading him back to his cherished ones.
Yeah,
while Grandpa was at home, we would stand by the fountain and place the compass, a toy boat that I made, into the pool. Back then, I would ask him when I could go on adventures like him, and he would always laugh and say I was still too young.
It seems this Mikhail is truly a seafarer and has nothing to do with the watchmaker.
Yeah. Based on Misha's recollections, the scenes in the dream bubble appear to be his childhood memories.
But this raises more questions. According to Misha, he was clearly born on an oceanic planet and led an ordinary life, with no connection to Penacony at all. Could this be some sort of metaphor? Perhaps the sea refers to the memory zone.
I'm sorry. I don't know, but my memories keep pouring out uncontrollably, like water flowing from a fountain. Perhaps I'll remember more things if we go further.
Right? Follow Misha and continue ahead. Where?
I wish to share your burden.
We're going to the opposite side.
What the heck? Anong nakabasa to? Oh.
No, we should turn left here.
Huh? Something feels different about this place.
Up ahead is Grandpa's study.
The atmosphere in this room feels totally different.
Oh, Clocky.
Clocky, you're here! Yeah. This is the room where we first met each other.
Are those books on the bookshelf logbooks left behind by that seafarer?
Yeah. Whenever he came back, he placed a logbook on the bookshelf in his room. They contain records of his expeditions to every corner of the world. He described our world as a fountain. At some point, the sea started to gradually swallow up the land where people lived to ensure that everyone had land to settle on. He had to continue exploring the sea in search for the source of the rising seawater. On that day, he called me to his study, telling me that he was embarking on another journey. However, I could sense the gravity in his expression. It was the same look I had seen on my father's face before his final voyage. I asked him if I could go with him, but he said that my adventure lay elsewhere and told me to stay home and patiently await a certain sound at the door.
What sound?
He told me about a vast ocean in the sky. An ocean of stars. He spoke of a train that transports children with a desire to venture far away, traversing the sea of stars without ever stopping. He said that he knew the crew on the train, and that he had asked them to take me along. He said the journey I had always dreamed of would start there.
A train? Could it be?
It's the Astral Express. I remember now. Grandpa's friends are a group of nameless who came to this world to resolve a disaster caused by a star. Then, he gave his pocket watch to me. It was his cherished treasure, appearing in every one of his adventure tales. He explained that difficult times were ahead, but assured me that the watch would guide me. He said, as long as I kept moving forward, I'd eventually reach my desired destination. And then, it was as if I heard the distant sound of a train whistle, echoing throughout the room.
Exactly, Misha! And then we followed that whistle, didn't we?
Yeah. I think I can still find the way we took back then.
Where is it? Captain Misha, we are now heading to the correct. Captain Misha, we are now heading to the correct direction. Oh, I think halatang halata kung sino ba talaga si Misha, no? Alright, it's coming down. Let's continue. The seas can stop. Alright. Oh.
This is the dream jigsaw, right? So we're supposed to find the exit. But where can we find the last piece?
Do you remember? You said you obtained a mysterious shard when you stumbled into this place.
The inventory.
Hey, the shape seems to match. So this shard is also connected to Misha?
Looks like we're just one step from revealing the truth. Let's get to the other side and investigate.
The frick is that?
This is it. This is my room of clocks while I spent my time waiting for Grandpa to return from his voyage. Walter gave me this workshop, and it became my secret base here. I learned how to repair clockwork and gears out of my fondness of precision mechanics. In my dreams, I was the captain of the compass, embarking on adventures with my companions, Clocky and Miss Mirror, in search of the new world. I was born and raised here.
So, this building in the dream bubble is your childhood home?
Yes, but not exactly. To be more precise, this dream bubble itself is my home.
Looks like you've remembered everything now.
Wait. Why does it feel like everyone else knows something I don't?
Yeah, you're the only one still in the dark.
March, do you remember when he mentioned a clocky that only he could see?
Yeah, the little guy here, right? But we all saw him in Dreamflux Reef, right? And Mr. Yang even greeted him.
Looks like everyone on the Astral Express has a childlike spirit.
The answer lies in the Astral Express. His experience shows that neither Firefly nor Acheron can see this clocky. And when we were in Dreamflux Reef, you may have noticed that for some reason, nobody outside of the crew had ever talked with Clocky.
Yeah. Wait.
A mimetic life that can only be seen by a select few? It's just like a hidden message.
Oh.
Left by someone for the nameless.
Wait, di ba nameless rin si Mikhail?
But Misha can see Clocky too, right? They even
Nameless
grew
rin
up
si
together.
Mikhail, di ba?
But Misha hasn't started the way of the Trailblaze yet.
That's the key to the mystery, March. Now, take a moment to recall. Have you ever seen anyone outside of the crew interact with Misha?
Wait. No way!
That's the answer, March 7th. This dream bubble is the place where I was born. And I'm a dweller in this dream. Just like a memory zone meme. I should have stayed here and waited for you. But when reality and memories merged, I unconsciously pushed open that door and left the bubble with Clocky.
So it's not that the Watchmaker's dream bubble is empty, but rather the stuff inside ran away? And the whistle you heard was the sound of the express arriving at Penacony?
That's one way to see it, but I believe there's a longer story behind all this. It's best for Misha himself to explain all the details. How about we start with your name? Now, should we call you Misha, or...?
Thank you all for helping me rediscover my true self.
So, basically, si
Please
Mikhail.
allow me to reintroduce myself. I was born on Lushaka, in the Presmere system. Adopted by seafarers Mikhail and Char,
Ah,
they gave me a treasure. A name that carried their hopes. Mikhail Char Legwork. Or simply, Misha. If you prefer, you can call me by a more familiar name. The Watchmaker.
So, you're the Watchmaker himself?
Unfortunately, that legendary figure
collection got.
is no
Oh.
more.
Wait, so kapag nawala na siya, mawala rin to si Misha.
Reflection of his life. As for the child who has been with you, he's the innocent protagonist of Misha's childhood dream. Friend of Clocky, a young apprentice, and a future mechanic on the Express. And this also marks the beginning of his journey, devoted to the Trailblaze.
At the end of the journey, I left this little flame, which I so cherished, in my deepest dreams, hoping to pass it on to the nameless of future generations. However, he somehow left the dream bubble and forgot all about his task. I apologize for all the confusion this caused.
Because he was born with a desire to trailblaze, wasn't he? I don't think Misha has forgotten his role as a guide. He remembered it, and that's why he mistakenly appeared as a hotel doorman in his dream from the very beginning. The one who brought our unconscious friend here must have been Misha. If that's the case, we encountered the Watchmaker's legacy from the beginning, didn't we?
Well, I have a sarcastic friend who says I always take big detours and end up back where I started. Perhaps that's what every nameless has to go through. But in the end, you found me. I'm sure you're all wondering what my legacy is. I believe my hound has mentioned the Stellaron and my wealth. If I may apologize, the Stellaron part is real.
Business rumor.
For my wealth, however,
Yeah.
it's nothing more than a baseless rumor. I left my homeland as a child and embarked on the journey of Trailblaze. I traveled to various planets until finally reaching Asdana, where my friends and I built the original Penacony and fought for its future ever since. I've been moving forward all my life, doing what I could to overcome the obstacles in my path. But ultimately, my journey reached its end, and I left behind no possessions worth entrusting. So, if you ask what's left within this worn-out train engine that can be called a legacy, I suppose it's the things that are still burning in the engine's furnace. Now that you're well aware of the current situation of Penacony, I certainly hope that you'll help me get this world back on track. But I'll leave that decision to you, for the path of Trailblaze is never paved by others. All I have for you is a story and two gifts.
Two gifts.
To give you my pocket watch.
Ooh.
It has accompanied me throughout my long journey, guiding that naive child forward, and has been blessed with the presence of so many great people up to this day. And my hat, too. The one who navigated for me placed it on my head.
Wait, hat?
And planted a fanciful thought in my mind. The trailblazing expedition will never end. Now, it's time for you to make your choice. Once you've made up your mind, open that door and enter the long dream of an old man.
Okay, nalaman ko na mas mahaba pa.
I'll be waiting for you at the end of this corridor of time.
Okay, mahaba pa pala yung story na ito. Hindi pala matatapos to lahat.
Right, everyone. Let's make a decision.
Hat. Bibigyan sa ating hat. Ayun na ba yung harmony na Trailblaze?
Although I don't think anyone will have any objections.
Nah, I'll choose the Trailblaze.
Of course. We've come this far. Surely there's no other option than moving forward.
In that case, It's unanimous. Then let's proceed together to the end of this stream and tell Mikhail our decision.
Alright. So technically si Mikhail isang nameless rin, si Misha, Mikhail. Dito rin si Misha ay yung si Misha ay technically child version or child memories ni Mikhail. So technically pag natapos na lahat to, si Misha ay mawawala. Oh no. Ah shit, mawawala si Misha pag tapos to lahat. Alright, pagtapos nito, I think okay lang muna, dito muna titigil. Wait lang, check ko muna to.
Mikhail, where are you going?
Someone has to step up and save Lushaka. So why can't it be me, Misha?
Please don't go. And if you must, please take me with you. Don't leave me alone.
Even without me, you know how to proceed forward, brave Captain Misha.
Brave Captain.
The compass is waiting for you. Haven't you always wanted to be a better adventurer than me? Now go, board that train and start your journey.
Where are you going, Mikhail?
I'm going to clean the floor in the parlor car. I've promised the conductor.
Wait, first tell me, did you fix this watch?
Yeah?
I know what it looked like before. Its chain was broken, the back case torn, and the marks on the dial all worn out. How did you manage to fix it?
Well, it's hard to explain, but I knew it could be fixed. It's the hands, Mr. Amundsen. Its hands were intact and pointing in the right direction, so I knew there would be a way to fix the rest.
I see. You'll work with me from now on. Haven't you always wanted to tinker with this train? You're its mechanic now. As for the conductor, I'll do the talking.
But I only know how to fix watches.
Don't worry. You've got what it takes. I'll teach you what you need to know.
Where are you going, legwork? It's time to head to our next stop.
Alright, full story ni Mikhail.
I'm staying in Astana with Rosalina and Tiernan.
I see. This place reminds you of home.
Yung dating navigator.
A tiny victory, and still have a long way to go towards true freedom.
Hanunu.
Hanunu needs us. Don't worry. Not all journeys lead to the stars.
Alright.
Even if I leave the Express, our path of trailblaze will continue.
Yeah. I knew you wouldn't stay on the Express forever. Leave in peace, my friend. And, take this with you.
This is Mr. Amundsen's hat. But
when he departed, he said he would leave it to his best student. Well, I suppose the time has come. Farewell, legwork. Take care of Tiernan and Rosalina. And don't forget to write to us.
Where are you going, watchmaker?
Don't worry, Micah. Just going on a little trip. Someone has to be at the forefront of the interstellar frontier, and I'm the only former nameless in Penacony. So why can't it be me?
Because you're all we have. Have you forgotten about Tiernan? The cosmos is way more dangerous now. What will happen to Penacony if we lose you too?
But what will happen to Penacony if we don't find a way out? Tiernan. How could I ever forget him? I've spent countless sleepless nights asking myself why I didn't go with him back then. We Nameless won't stop. Don't worry, Micah. It's just a matter of getting back to my old profession. Just wait for me to come back. But if, and it's a big if I don't come back in one piece, then you'll become the next watchmaker.
Where are you going, old man?
Oh, you're here.
Answer my question.
Oh, Gallagher.
What are you up to?
Relax, Gallagher. I just came up with a great idea. Wanna hear it?
Oh, come on. Aren't all your ideas just ways to get yourself killed? I may be blunt here, but you're the last remaining hero in Penacony. If you die too, the secret of the Stellaron will go to the grave with you.
Yes, I'm afraid there's no way out in Penacony, so I'll have to consider alternatives beyond Esdonna. We'll organize a festival using the Watchmaker's legacy as a facade, and send invitations to the entire cosmos to gather people here.
So, a desperate struggle against the family?
Desperate? Don't we have you here, my friend? This task is challenging, but what hasn't been challenging for us along the way? Well, whatever you do, remember, make sure to send an invitation to the Astral Express.
Misha! Where are you going?
Oh, it's you, Clocky.
May tumatanda na siya.
Take me to Dreamflux Reef. Last night, I had a long dream about the day we met. I want to write down that dream.
Write it down? Why?
Oh, so I won't forget it. Do you remember how you got your name, Clocky?
Of course! You told me that when you were a kid, you lived in a room full of clocks. Those wall clocks and pocket watches grew up with you and were your best friends.
Yes, but what I didn't mention...
Funny misunderstanding, what?
There's a funny misunderstanding behind it. I was a kid, and there was always a special pocket watch in my memories. It was with my grandpa, guiding him on his sea voyages and leading the way in his every adventure story. I wanted to have a pocket watch like that too. And that's when you appeared in my dream.
Yeah. Every night, we boarded the compass and set sail together.
But you know what? It wasn't until the day my grandpa gave it to me that I realized it wasn't a pocket watch at all. It was a compass. So your name should have been Compassy, and the Watchmaker is just a nameless.
Oh shit, take a rest in the moonlight.
Dreamflux Reef. So, where to next?
Oh no.
Clocky, I don't think I'll be going anywhere else.
Oh, talagang naglalakad lang talaga ako. Pinindot ko pa yung pang ano lang.
I've traveled far enough, and it's time for a little break.
Oh. So, we'll set out again. When you're rested?
No, I'll stay here. And then, this is where it ends.
This is... where it ends? What do you mean, Misha? You told me that the trailblazing expedition would never end.
Yeah, that's what I said. So now, it's up to you to decide your next destination.
My next destination? What's that supposed to be? I've been following you, Misha. You're acting weird today. If you're feeling down, we can just do what we usually do. With the clockwork.
No, I'm not feeling down. As for clockwork, yeah, it resolves all problems in this dream. So, do you know what clockwork actually is?
I'm not quite sure.
Well, everyone gets lost at times. They may hesitate and doubt which way to go. That happens in this dreamscape and beyond. But don't worry. Everyone goes through moments of uncertainty and hesitation. Eventually, They gather the courage to make bold decisions, whether it's calming, joyful, angry, or sad. All they need is a little nudge to take that step toward where they truly belong. I'm leaving that little nudge with you, and I hope you'll share it with others. Such is the essence of clockwork, the will of the Trailblaze.
Oh shit.
Clocky's hands spin around non-stop, indicating confusion, frustration, and weakness. But ultimately, people still need to move forward.
Just like your hands, always pointing ahead. This is where my journey ends. From now on, it is your path to walk.
Trailblazing means taking paths your predecessors forswore, and venturing even further. The Penacony in Mikhail's dreams does not belong to order.
Oh shit, Buddha. Hell yeah, may pangatlo na tayo. Harmony. I guess may kailangan ako i-upgrade.
I can't believe that Eon would cast a glance at Penacony at a time like this. Is it because of the resonance from the legacy of the Trailblaze? Or perhaps the bond between you is so strong that it even impresses an Eon?
Well, there might be another possibility. Perhaps they want to witness, on behalf of the fallen Eons, who will hold the future of Penacony.
If that's the case, on behalf of the Dream Master of Penacony and the 107,336 members of the Oak family, I'm extending a formal invitation to all of you. I'm cordially inviting you all to the Penacony Grand Theater to participate in the upcoming Charmony Festival. And, of course, you won't be in the audience, but on center stage, since the future of the Stellaron, Penacony, and even the entire cosmos is at stake. Let's draw a conclusion there. In all fairness, if you truly believe in Akavili's path, then show me their courage and determination.
Oh shit, ready on a brand new path, Harmony. Alright, I have view. Go view. Alright. Ish. O trial. Alright, wait, try ko lang to. Tsaka I think dito muna tayo. Dito tayo titigil. Right, Harmony. I think Harmony Trailblazer mas pang pataas ng break effect eh. I think yun yung pinaka-use ng Harmony Trailblazer, no? Right, Misha's gone. Alas wala na siya. Oh no. Misha or technically Michaela. Increase the break effect of all allies, cause additional break damage when allies attack enemies that are weakness broken. Oh shit! Woo! 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 But Ish! Woo! Oh yeah! Sobrang zesty hayop. Right, grants all allies breakup dancer effect. Allies with backup dance have their break effect increased and additionally deals super break damage.
Time to test our rapport.
Oh shit, wow, angas ang pose ah. Yeah.
Dreams do come true.
Ready for another?
Step up, let's see ya.
So, what if it hurt?
Let's improvise.
Do you admit defeat?
That's all you got?
The mood is set just
Oh
right.
shit. Kasa pa ta.
Let the show begin.
Right?
Dreams do come true.
Enemy targets detected. Enemy data net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
By the order of the 10, execute the Marastruck!
Oh shit, ang sakit ng break effect ah. Relics, wala. Equip, what do you need? Harmony, whenever you set your ultimate all eyes action forwards, Harmony. Wait. Wait. Oh. Oh, pwede mo i-separate yung pag-upgrade nila. Wow. Right. Alright, dito muna tayo. Dito tayo titigil muna. Alright. Late na. I'm out. Wala na si Misha. Sad. Alright, I'm out. Ay, nako. The heck?